performance. First of all, I do want to say that I really deeply appreciate each and every one of y'all coming out because I understand it's a financial investment, it's a time investment. Y'all did not have to show up, but y'all took the time to support. Again, I'm deeply appreciative. A lot of this stuff right now, we're in the beginning stages, so it's just making it work. You know what I'm saying? Doing the best we can and just making it work. And I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to be able to sell, what they do online, because that's how we know each other. Most of us met online, doing what we're doing, believing in being passionate, doing, what we love to do in our own time, and we share it with the world, which a lot of people don't do because of fear, and a lot of people don't do because they can't have the ability to do it how they want to. But we get up every day and we make it happen for ourselves. So that's really what this is all about, celebrating us in that aspect. Shout out to us for getting up out the bed, even though we going through shit, people losing their lives and other aspects, you know what I'm saying? Real things going on in the world, but we still make time to do what we love.
Shit, thank you.
Share something to work. What we are going to do, though, we're going to make sure that there's enough time for everyone to speak about it right now. I'm going to talk a little bit about astrology, not too much, but for the most part, I think the best use of our time is to mingle, and get to know each other, have conversations that we can take on, when we go back into the world and be cool, you know what I'm saying? We know that we have the space where we can to connect with people who are like us. And, just, it's all about speaking like each other. That's what it is. And we do got some special performances for some people in the building. So, we're going to have some live performances. We got drinks. And again, shout out to Beyonzo and Maria. Big for what you're doing. All right. So, let's kick it off. So, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the trends that's going on. When it comes to astrology, it's a great tool just to understand or take advantage of what's already presented to us. When you're walking around day to day, you might not know why you feel differently than you did 2 days ago about a lot of decisions you make. So sometimes it might throw you off, it might confuse you, and we all have that clarity to come back to a certain space. Okay, I am making the right move for myself, because part of life is we're not going to know what tomorrow brings, but you kind of have to take the authority and the accountability to decide for ourselves what's going to happen tomorrow. And it's not going to happen perfectly how we've seen it, but we put the intention forward and we do the best we can and take advantage of what's there. Because I say, we a lot of times we forget to love and appreciate what's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything going on in the world, you think all the pressure is on you, but you got somebody right there in the corner looking at you like, hey, I'm here, but we do so much in our own space. I really think with the cancer energy going on, especially, it's a sensitive time. Everybody a little bit in their feelings. Everybody a little touchy-feely about what they get into and where they're trying to be at and how they see themselves. We're trying to get prepared for Leo season where we can stand up and say, yo, this is me, and this is what I do. Stage. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, that's in the stage. But we gotta be emotionally secure to get there. So that's what cancer be teaching us. It's like doing cancer to wipe everything out. Okay, emotionally, let me build up a new space. Right? We couple transitions in. Now we in Libra going into shout out to the free. That's happening. Absolutely. You got to train this up, online. All right, cool. So, we got the moon in Libra, but it's about to go into Scorpio. So that's actually the best kind of vibe that we, the best kind of vibe we have to have for something like this. Because Libra is about relationships. It's about relating, balance, communication. Those are parts of life. Libra is the time we need to kind of relate. You know what I'm saying? Relate. Hey, how you doing? Initiate these conversations. And it's cool that all of these, we was talking behind screens for the longest time, typing. Now we're in the flesh and stuff like that. So it's that's on par of what we're supposed to be doing. So we got the cancer energy as far as how it's supposed to look. So it's supposed to look like caring for one another. You know what I'm saying? Feeding one another. You know what I'm saying? Sharing drinks and just connecting on that vibration. Even when we get the music playing, cheering each other on. That does wonders for us. Shout out to Sweats. I'm not going to put you in the hot spot. It's his first performance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now when he goes to his second performance, he's gonna have that experience. out of our mouths is authentic. You know, we might slip up sometimes, but at the end of the day, if we communicate what we do appreciate about one another, and we at least try to care a little bit about who we're talking to, then, you know, we put good in them, that puts good in the world, and we get that back. You know, it's not about looking at what you're going to get back, but at least you tried, you did something to influence the world in some way. We all have power, and that's where our power is, what we have to say, what we have to offer. But the energy is going to switch into Scorpio, so it's going to get a little deeper. But again, a lot of the issues that happen when things get deep is miscommunication, like when you didn't quite say everything you needed to say in that incident, or at that time, we didn't let somebody know really how we felt. You might was trying to side them up a little bit, which in the world you got to do that sometimes. But part of what that transition is, at least in this space, it's an opportunity for us to connect, create balance, relate to each other, but then get to know each other even on a deep level. Because that water comes in, when it switches into Scorpio, now we're going to get deep. And it's like, damn, yeah, I just met you at the conference, but I'm actually understanding you more as a person now. I see what you really do. You know, even the act of, hey, shout out to Jay Julie, Jay Gusto in the building. Welcome in, bro. You right on time. Is there another chair? You got one chair?
It's stay there.
Cool. Yes, sir.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
He took the fancy chair.
You got
My man might do some office work in that joint.
right. That's that appointment.
Nice.
What's up? So bring it in. But so yeah, that's what's happening. We getting a chance to communicate openly right before we get a little before we start to contemplate more deeply about the connection that we do have. Again, one thing Scorpio is good for is it's deep passion. So us relating what we're into already out here, now we're able to take that to the next step and get deeper with it. And then answer season, that's getting comfortable with how deep you can go with something. I mean, sometimes it's scary you how deep you care about something or how deeply passionate you are about a goal or a vision you have. Just even a person you got in your corner, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like I want to do so much to bring them life, and that transformative energy can be directed in good things, not always bad things. A lot of times Scorpio gets bad at about all the negative things, like hiding things behind closed doors, the wrong type of emotional growth where you're doing something against somebody, you don't give them a chance to be themselves. So this is a space where instead we can flip it on the other end, we can make it look like motivated. And I was about to say for Jay, that's something that I was saying, the opportunity to break bread with each other as far as money, like hey, these are beautiful paintings, you know what I'm saying? Let me invest, that's really what it is. Let me invest into what you do because I'm interested in what you have to offer. You know what I'm saying? As far as fish, sell salt, shout out to Jackie New over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, see me. I'm so glad you came out to see me, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of good things going on, just sharing amongst each other with that. It's a lot of power here. And even when we talk about, I speak a lot about community building, what that really means, and what it would look like. Because we already know, as far as the conscious community, spiritual community, it gets weird online trying to know who you can invest in. Who can't believe, you know what I'm saying? Because everyone, at the end of the day, we all have our own little personal life, and gotta get this for the rent, gotta get that for my baby, my kid, or, everybody got that going on. So, this is a chance to kind of open the door for that. Community building to me is, it's baby steps, because we have to make sure that, again, on our day-to-day time, we doing what we can to get rid of what's not really us and tap into our authenticity, say, okay, that's what I'm bringing to the table. We all have that inner fight, but while we're here, showing parts of our best selves, but we also having a little space for vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? Being honest with each other and saying like, hey, I'm at least open up the opportunity for us to share this space. Like, I'm gonna open up my heart for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open up my heart. Again, what happens after this and how we either stay together or separate, at least I gave everyone the opportunity to open my heart, get to know me, and I'm opening my ears to listen to them, you know what I'm saying, to see who they are. So, that's what this is. If we need this, if we do expect to put anything real together, you know what I'm saying, we need to actually shake each other You know what I'm saying? How do we balance that spirituality, but also keep it real, keep it authentic, and not get wrapped up into their way of doing it. And that's how I see it. It's like they have a way of doing it as far as how they come to put things together, how they set people up against each other, how they divide people. But hey, I see maybe there's an opportunity for something different, where instead of a pyramid scheme, it's like a constellation where everybody is at their own space, but there's an interconnectedness where there's a commitment to just being real with each other and putting out better things into the world, better things to have people mind, better perspective, and that's where it starts. So you know.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Tap in. Yeah. Just what's going on,
Big
just to add, as Dave was talking about, like, it's a good time for, like, us to invest in each other. I just wanted to, because we talked about family too, we also can't forget that we got Mars and Taurus. It's like at the later end. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, that can be a little bit of a frustrating process in terms of what your passions are, because your passions like to move fast and Taurus is all about the slow process. But this is a good opportunity because it also makes me think, okay, what's Taurus about? It's about the money. So we got everybody here expressing their passion, whether it's art, whether it's their food, they cook it. I just got the bracelet. I know it's like we all got something we're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? That's Mars. And maybe you're not at the stage now where it's like, okay, I can necessarily make a living off this thing, or this is what I can do, like quote unquote permanently. But you can kind of plant good seeds by supporting other people's passions right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't never expect to receive energy from the universe if you don't put that out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, maybe I'm not at the space of my life right now where, you know what I'm saying, I can sit up and take and do what I want, but I got people who I know are the same type of time as me mentally, and we support them what they got going on. And big ups to Dave and Free, because like, when it comes to like, kind of like you were just talking about the spiritual community and stuff, like, that Taurus energy of grounding and being in reality, I feel like it's what a lot of us need to a certain extent. And the fact that they put on real world events where we can get out of our room and actually come to the real world and break bread and talk and communicate and all that kind of shit, all that kind of stuff is very important. So that's that in terms of Mars. And then also, I know we got, it is, the sun is still in Cancer, but we also got a lot of Leo energy, you know, so later on we're going to have, like Schwartz got his first performance, we're going to have some performances going on and stuff like that. So, we can say pretty much being what you appreciate. We got a chance for opportunity of appreciation for what we like to basically share. You know what I'm saying? That's deal. So, and then now that we're doing it in Cancer season, in an environment where it's like more comfortable. When it comes time for Leo season, all right, now we got to just put on a show for like, we put on a show for the world, you know what I'm saying? But we got the confidence to do that because we did it pretty much in Cancer season. So we're like, we're here and not for that, you know what I'm saying? So we're all like, hyping each other up in this little area to take on the world. That's what it's really about. It's cool to do stuff as an individual, but unless we can get the whole world to kind of get behind this kind of stuff, it's not going to really have the traction that it needs. You know what I'm saying? So we're like building up energy right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that little shit in there.
Accumulation.
The transits. If anybody else want to go to the chair, I feel like
I'm just tapping in with the, my name's Nervo, by the way, Nervo Nexus, Build Digital World. Just speaking on the transit and Taurus as well, we also got the topic of Uranus. Yeah. So Uranus is conjuncted with Mars too. So now we got the opportunity to see how to change and repel and oppose the processes that once developed into the material that we now have. So we got that example too.
What we're even doing is kind of like a rebellion. What's up?
Y'all scooting together.
Yeah, you know everything
Yeah.
on I went back to brought Uranus because that's kind of what our whole vibe is in terms of propelling against the way things are currently and bringing in basically a new era, you know what I'm saying, a new way of thinking. So this stuff doesn't get looked at as like weird or like counterculture, you know what I'm saying? Like once we get enough people to participate just rebelling just for the sake of rebelling. It's like rebelling because like, no, we need to bring about change, you know what I'm saying? And this whatever was Aquarius. We in the age of Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about being a unique individual amongst everybody else in the world. Is that the microphone?
I think about it.
Yeah.
I don't even It sounds like some air quality.
Hey, dude.
Oh,
If y'all was here last year, there was another, it was like a little Mario sound. It would go off every, I guess it's just a thing, every year. Yeah.
But that's the thing, and that's the cool thing too about the conference itself. Is like you kind of magnify as we go. We got an idea of the structure of it, but as far as like this year, it ended up being a lot more intimate. I'm not mad about it, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. We had a really much bigger space last year, but you know, it's just different things. We trying this out, like, you know, it's baby stuff, like you were saying. Seeing what works, what doesn't work, so we can make it better on and on. But like you were saying earlier, an ongoing thing. That's what we want to do. Create that familiarity. Back to that Uranus thing too. Yeah, that's a big thing too, even in my personal life. Right? There's a lot of things that I see people waking up to the other against within their own system. What they're already into that they're seeing doesn't really match up to where they're trying to go. So that's a big part of what's going on right now. And I even feel like a lot of this event, part of it is to like be able to perform and to just be around people you can be open with, is to purge a lot of that. You know, you walk over here, it's like we all support the best, you know, the best of it to bring that out. So we can all kind of just continue to rebel against things that's been holding us back. And we know, man, like, I'm trying to get away from it. I'm trying to get to a new space. But doing it from a way where we're bringing it closer to us rather than trying to feel like you gotta chase it. Feel like, you know what I'm saying, when you like feel heavy on your brain, it's like, oh man, I gotta like something I'm not doing, and you get negative on yourself. But does anybody else have anything on their mind that they would like to kick off as a discussion? Hit that.
There's microphone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I want to build a little more on the Uranus aspect of things.
Yeah.
So Uranus basically is like the auntie or grandfather or grandmother planet. These are older planets. So when you're dealing with Uranus, Neptune, and Jupiter, those type of planets are long-term planets. So when you're dealing with those kind of planets, you're looking for something long-term. Now you also need to know what house you got Taurus in. And that's going to tell you what area of life that you need to make these changes as far as when it comes to being a unique individual yourself. So I have Taurus in the first house. So I would look at, you know what I'm saying, being unique and individual with my personality, because the first house deals with the personality, the first expression of what they get from you, you know what I'm saying, when you first present yourself, they get that aura from you. So when you utilize Uranus, and also Uranus stays in the planet, in the house for 7 years. So y'all got 7 years to get this shit right. Yeah, just like Aries and Taurus, Dolo, Polyman,
Hey.
had to deal with it for 7 years. But he had to deal with it for 7 years, and he was telling like he had to go through a lot of hell just trying to get that unique individual to get through with his, you know what I'm saying, houses and things like that. So when you got Uranus in the first house, whatever house you might got it at, and that's where you need to take effect that Uranus planet at when it comes to being a unique individual. I know all about that because I'm an Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Uranus is one of my, you know what I'm saying, cousin planets and all that, you know. So yeah, when it comes to that, also we got the transition of the moon going through Libra into Scorpio. So this is the transitional phase. And this is the moon is dealing with how you respond and react to certain situations, circumstances in life. So once the moon, this is also what they call a crossover. So we're in the crossover right now, right? So we're dealing with the relationships as the moon is in Libra. And Libra is basically initiating new ways of how to think and communicate. Which is the air sign. That's what the modality of that is. So we're sitting here, we're communicating, you know what I'm saying? And we're building right now, we're related. We're actually crossing over. I know a lot of us really was kind of timid and scared to come around with people and kind of get out there, but we out here. I was one of the ones that was nervous. You know? And the closest I got to it, I was like, oh shit. This shit about to get real.
Hey, but we here standing strong, though.
Absolutely. Come on, man, get your shit together.
That's kind of like the square. I feel like that's the uncomfortability between the sun and Cancer. You want to be, you know the fact that you participate and you don't see the problem is when you let that stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not about not having like we always want to have negative feelings based on these things. And that's why astrology is good, because if you don't know that it's just something that we're all going through, you make it personal and you're like, oh, I have anxiety, I have social awkwardness, and then the world
knowing everybody's
it's
like,
like, oh, you're just going through a moon with a moon right now,
Yeah.
and just know to fight it, and it won't be as bad as you make it. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as we get out of it, we did that little hard part of like relating to that square. I mean, the moon already does Scorpio, so I can say it's gonna get better, but at least it's gonna be trying where the sun is at. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be a little bit more comfortable with those deep emotions based on us actually not being afraid and getting out and initiating conversations and stuff about it. So we all, if you made it here, then you like made it through that little trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Congratulations, shouts out to whatever.
Yeah, shout out to that, because really what it is, like having the courage to communicate, that makes that next transit easy. You know what I'm saying? That makes the next thing easier. It's like, if I already got it off when the time was for me to communicate, now when it's time for me to be reflective, I already around people who know how I feel. I'm already felt within my circle. I've gotten all I need to get out during that transit. And that be the number one thing, like you were saying earlier, people take one kind of phase that they're going through a transit, kind of making them uncomfortable, and adopt that as a personality trait. And oh, that's me. I'm just awkward now. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to develop that now. And you go your own life trying to, create that. And it's like you got to break the cycle. Everybody got that thing that they just got to break and say, no, I'm not that. That's just something I'm going through.
Right.
Change and moving forward. Hey.
All right.
It's just like a placebo, man.
Right.
It's probably ain't going nothing. I kind of talk about it. I've been trying to fix my liver.
Yeah.
Let me get a friend say.
Right.
But I want to talk about Saturn and Pisces because it's like that energy of seeing the reality of what we do and seeing the reality of probably like what we went through as a child and how it's like, yeah. It like affected us now and like what's like, like the reality of everything like subconscious and Pisces. And I basically just wanted to say like everybody is kind of seeing what they're going to do for them because this transit is like setting us up for like areas and stuff start to start it's a crucial time and everybody is like thinking about maybe like their childhood or what they believe in, their faith and stuff like that. And it's like putting people in their groups like just chase their dreams. And it's like build on chasing your dreams and everything you want to do, things you dreamed of as a child. That's becoming important and people are seeing like the reality of this stuff. So
Yeah.
Especially in the world like this.
I'm like something to say, man, but I don't know.
you better say it.
You know what I'm saying? Things that
Right.
make sense.
Hey, I won't have nothing to say, but she got to go.
What's up? Yeah.
I'm about to add on.
I was going to forget. I don't know add on it.
Like the water, Saturn is reality, so it's like you said, it's like bringing us back to who you truly are, the Bible can't look. It's fake reality, so to speak, and we're starting to see like our inner self, like our child self, and what, so it's like within the back that we gotta break down what we accumulated through this cycle from Aries to Pisces now to Saturn. And we're seeing what we came up with, and we see like, oh, what works, what don't work. Let's not get back to our true self. So I feel like when we get to Aries, we really pop out and show.
You is your Saturn in there?
Saturn is Taurus.
Okay, so you a few generations like,
Yeah, like 99.
so how is it a lot different? Because I know like me, I'm 95, right? So I was coming up with was a certain thing about like, as far as an idea, like, oh yeah, you just go to college and stuff like that. That didn't work out. For you, like you was coming up even before that. Was it kind of the same concept growing up for you, or was it different? Like, did y'all kind of those different things that made y'all geared towards just kind of, because I know you got your own brand, right? You do clothing, there's music, it seemed like how the millennials were treated. Did that make you make different decisions as far as your own passions?
For sure. I'm like I'm baby of the family by like 10 years, so I saw my brother and sister were like millennials or whatever. They went to college, they were playing sports in college. So like I was a part of playing basketball and things like that too. In my head, my family was like, you're gonna go to school, you're gonna try to play with you, go to the league, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but when I got to like 17, 18, I was so hooping. I was always one of the favorite things here and there. But you know how ball is like. Yeah. And that time I was like, I like basketball, but I don't love it until I'm playing. So that's why I kind of like rebelled against the norm of my family. Right. And it was like this. So since then I've been in the process of just like figuring out how I can, like a Saturday tours. I got children tours too, so it's kind of like holding in my uniqueness and creating something, manifesting something that makes reality.
Right. So, yeah. Yeah. Because like, I mean, I'm sure for y'all, y'all like, man, that don't work.
Right. It could work. I thought it's kind of be in the nature of you like here in the right way, so to speak. Right. It's like that's cool for some people, but for some it's not. Like I got friends and family who they work. That's like they work for them. I feel like people like us, like they're the most of life. You know, we born our energy, our spirit, so we can't really figure it. It's like working somebody else. We work for the community and we bring something back to the community. Right. That just like working right here.
Yeah, like kind of what Bianca was saying, like about Saturn being in Pisces, that's one of those like grandparent plans, so it's like a slow process. So right now we're kind of in the process of really being in Pisces, like we're making a reality out of our dreams, and it may feel like we're faking the phone to a certain scene. Even that's what events like this is like, all right, like let's try it out. Like, the beauty of that is like if we do it right now, and even though it may look kind of like La La Land-ish and not in reality,
accumulation.
and finally you get it in Aries, it's going to be like, people going to be like, oh, that happened overnight. It's like, it didn't happen overnight.
Explosive.
We're going to see that.
Yeah,
We're just seeing the results of it now.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So, and if you don't participate in that energy,
Teamwork.
then you'll see when Saturn get into Aries, somebody basically making a reality off of something you wanted to do. You thought when it wasn't working. So now, oh man, I should have done that. So you're not going to be in that energy.
That's how I felt last year.
What you say? I didn't want to say something, but I want to ask, how long is Saturn gonna be from Pisces to Aries?
What's it like in Saturn? Like 7 years? I don't know.
What, 7 years?
Yeah.
It's been a
Yeah.
Not 7 years. It's like
Yeah, Uranus is 7 years. Uranus is 7
Uranus
years.
is 7 years. But
Saturn is faster than that.
Saturn is like 2 years.
That's around the corner.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. It does feel like time picked up. Do it that way. Like Gemini.
I just want to add about the boundaries and restrictions that Saturn with these La La Land ideas or previous La La Land ideas that we had, I guess, political, Christianity and religion. I think that Saturn moving into this energy, and that's like how we're becoming aware of these things not being what's up and the political point. That's all I want to say.
That's facts. That's real.
Camera shot.
So basically, I want to talk about this too because Saturn rules the majority of my chart. So basically, my relationship with Saturn is like understanding a fucking hard, strict parent that kind of slapped the shit out of me. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So basically, depending upon what you put in as far as a responsibility and shit like that, I see it as, and what he was talking about just now, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, but he was talking about like going back and seeing our childhood and shit like that, and the way that we came up, and reviewing how certain things worked and didn't work, and we realized that it was all about those moments where shit might have freaked us out, or shit might have made us shy away from something a little bit, you know what I mean? It's about those moments where you either took those opportunities or you stayed back on the sidelines and was like, I would just let this be what it's gonna be type of shit, you know, to suffice and not like ruffle the feathers and things like that. But you realize over time that this is the same shit that's impacting acting in this negative way that's bringing these things to you, as far as getting the shit slapped out of you and experiencing the drawback of, not expressing what you wanted to express when you could have instead of,
This is the space.
That's all I want to say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how we got to treat it. We got to express those things. What's up, man? And how do you pronounce your name again? The first stage. All right.
First thing.
What I want to talk about is basically the air time going on with Pluto, Moon, and Jupiter in Gemini. So Pluto's in Aquarius, Moon being in Libra, and this really is like for me, taking power and control over, the so I got Aquarius in my 7th house, like the relationships, the places and things that I encounter in my life, and really just, taking that to the next level, really building with individuals just like me who see things the way I see it.
Real shit. Yeah.
All right, so,
Who want to say something else?
anybody else have anything they wanted to add to the conversation? Yeah.
Go ahead, girl. You already said it.
You said, you already
Right.
Shine.
can't be shy.
Right.
We wanted to talk about like the boundaries we put in ourselves as far as not believing in ourselves.
Right.
It's a lot because we believed in ourselves. That's why we're here. And we exist, and that holds a lot of weight and it matters. So the fact that we're all here right now, we're all shining in darkness. And seeing a reflection.
Right.
And that is beautiful, and I hope that gives me.
Shine in darkness, sparks things to shine. She wanna get up.
That would probably loosen me up, guys, but I think
I was breaking down crying because I'm like, wow, I'm really here. Okay?
Yeah.
I had to go on live, tell the pilot man I apologize. Because at that time, I was going through my own phases. I was taught that he was a poet. So I really had to do a lot of shadow and get out of a lot of practices to even understand like he actually cares about everyone. Shout out to him again. Shout out to everyone here. So again, I'm very emotional. Cancer moon, Capricorn, Sun, Virgo, Ascendant. Broke down crying.
I'm a Cancer moon too.
Shout out to them.
also shout out to Cap Stars.
This is really surreal.
Shout out to you for bringing your shirts out too. Shout out to you for bringing them shirts out too.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Yeah. Show off that shirt. Yay! Now we talking about
gotta take that table out. Yeah.
But
And that's why we're here.
Sometimes
That's why we're
we
here.
bring ourselves and present ourselves to the world. And be vulnerable like that. So be proud of yourself for even coming in.
You did that.
Yeah.
You
Real
did that.
nigga shit.
Yeah, you did
I'm
that.
ready to eat.
I think what we're gonna do is we're going ahead and we're gonna play some music, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move a little bit.
Yeah.
Get the performances ready for y'all. But in the
Make sure
meantime,
y'all shop.
Go ahead and get off the plates, you know what
So I
I'm
start
saying?
frying this fish up.
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay.
Tell them to shop.
Oh, yeah, let's get fried oil. Let's get fried oil. Put some fresh.
Make sure y'all say, you know what I'm saying? See what everybody is
Sure
doing.
did. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the tables I gotta get to. Yeah, I got a couple of tables I gotta get to. I'm trying to get something from every table. I need something from every table. Yeah, I need to get something from every table. Everybody show love.
I need.
All right, so let's get it. Move.
All right, say.
Peace out, man. Much love. Thank y'all for the support. It's going down tonight.
Yeah.
If you're not here, you're here in spirit. We appreciate you still. Peace out, y'all.
All right, how do I get out of this? Hey. Yeah.